Hello dear students, hope you are doing well. Hope you have finished with your first and second chapters work. Today I welcome you all in the third chapter of class 5 EVS, that is the Northern Plains. Dear students, I have divided this chapter into two parts. Today we'll discuss the first part of it. So let's begin. The Northern Plains. Here some pictures are displayed. You can see these picture depicts the Northern Plains. The northern plains are located to the south of the Himalayas, means just below the Himalayan mountains. Himalayas are towards the north and towards south we have the northern plains. Towards south means towards Himalayas south. Okay. They are also known as Indo-Gangetic plains. Okay. Another name of the northern plain is the Indo-Gangetic plains. Dear students, they are basically formed by two river systems. These are the Indus and Ganga Brahmaputra. Here you can see a map of India in which you can see the dark orange color. This color represents the northern plains. The northern plains. Now the stretch of land which covers the northern plains, the east-west extent of the plain is about 2400 kilometers and they are about 150 to 300 kilometer wide. Okay. Now the states which are covered by this northern plain are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and part of Assam. Not the whole Assam but some parts of Assam are there in the northern plains. Okay, whole Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal, they are in northern plains and some parts of Assam also. Let's have some more information about northern plains. These plains are flat level lands, means they are plain. They are even lands. Many rivers that originate in the Himalayas go through these plains. Many rivers which originate from Himalayas like Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, these rivers flow from these northern plains. These are perennial rivers. Dear students, do you know what are perennial rivers? Perennial rivers are those rivers which have water throughout the year. These rivers make these plains rich and fertile and many crops grow here. As the perennial rivers flow from northern plains, so they provide water to these northern plains throughout the year. That is why farming is possible here. So people mostly they involve themselves in growing crops. Then basin. Now what is a basin? An area watered by a river and its tributaries is called a basin. Means an area of land which gets water from a big river as well as from its tributaries. That is known as a basin. I can show you the picture of a river basin. Yes, you can see here the river basin. A big river as well as some small rivers, okay, they merge with this, that is the basin. Now divisions of northern plains. Northern plains are divided into three river basins. The first is the Satluj basin, second Ganga basin and the third is the Brahmaputra basin. Let's discuss these river basins one by one. The Satluj basin lies in the state of Punjab and Haryana. Where does the Satluj basin lies? In the state of Punjab and Haryana. The Ganga basin lies in the state of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. And the Brahmaputra basin lies a narrow strip in Assam, some parts of Assam. Now we'll discuss these basins one by one. First, the Satluj basin. Satluj basin is a tributary of the river Indus. Okay, Satluj is a tributary of the river Indus. Tributary is of Satluj are Beas, Chenab, Ravi and Jhelum. And Satluj river के ट्रिब्यूटरीज कौन कौन है? बीस, चेनाब, रावी एंड झेलम. सतलज किसकी ट्रिब्यूटरी है? इंडस रिवर की. और सतलज की ट्रिब्यूटरीज हैं बीस, चेनाब, रावी एंड झेलम. फर्स्टली द सतलज रिवर फ्लोज इन पंजाब एंड हरियाणा. सबसे पहले सतलज रिवर कहाँ फ्लो करती है? पंजाब एंड हरियाणा. एंड लेटर इट जॉइंस इंडस रिवर दैट फ्लोज थ्रू जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. Okay, that later flows through Jammu and Kashmir. It starts from Punjab and Haryana and later joins Indus River and then it moves forward to Jammu and Kashmir. Here you can see the picture of the Satluj basin. Now some more important points regarding the Satluj River. The famous Bhakra Nangal Dam has been built on the Satluj River to provide electricity and water for irrigation. Nowadays, electricity is also generated from water. So, the famous Bhakra Nangal Dam is built to get electricity as well as water for irrigation. Means for giving water to the crops grown in those areas. Indira Gandhi Canal also starts from here, okay, from this place only, and provides water to dry areas of Rajasthan. And it provides water to Rajasthan because Rajasthan is a dry area, a desert area. So this river provides water to Rajasthan also. Now crops grown here in the Satluj region. What are the crops grown here? Basically wheat, rice, cotton and sugarcane. These are the four famous crops which are grown in the Satluj region. Here in this region these crops are grown. Here you can see the picture of the sugarcane which are grown here. Now the famous cities of Satluj basin are Chandigarh, Jalandhar, Patiala, Ludhiana, Ambala, Amritsar. The crops which we discussed in the earlier slide, dear students, these crops are grown in these areas, in these places like Chandigarh, Jalandhar, Patiala, Ludhiana, Ambala and Amritsar. These are the famous cities of Satluj basin. So this is all about this part of the chapter. Very soon I'll meet you with the second part of the chapter. Till then, I request you all, take a India political or physical map, whatever is available with you, and try to locate the northern plains in the India's map. You can take help from this presentation also because in the beginning only, in one India's map, I have shown you the northern plains with dark orange color. You can take help of that slide and this work you will be doing as a homework. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day.